Welcome to Tangling Along with me. We are continuing on tanglepatterns.com, and today it is this pattern we're going to work with. Let's open up the book and find a space. And this one is giving me a tiny bit of a headache because I don't really have the room for it. I'm gonna take this one. And then I'm just gonna hope for the best. Let's see what I can do. This is kind of a standalone pattern. And it starts with an orb in the center. There we go. And I have cat hairs everywhere. And then 5 more orbs around that one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I can have it here. Let's see. And then I'm gonna make a S shape from one orb to the other. So I'm following the first orb, taking off from that and landing on the next one. Kind of making an S shape. And I'm gonna do that from all of these orbs that we have here. And I'm gonna do it in the same direction so that the lines are not crossing, but they're kind of following the next line. There we go. I will tell you to make this pattern a tiny bit bigger on your paper than I did, because that will make it easier. So I'm kind of making a tiny orb here in between the first ones and down, kind of down into the center. Then I'm taking this big orb and doing the same S shape. And I am gonna make it even bigger here, kind of auraing it. And then of course I am connecting that one to the bottom. You can do that first if you want to. So you could go around and connect the little one here to the big orb in the center. There's a lot of turning in this one. So sorry about that. There we go. So I'm finding my big orb plus one of the smaller that I didn't do. So I'm making the exact same stroke as that we did in the first time. And then I'm just giving it a little more height or more room. So first that, and then one with a little more room. Turn my book. The bigger aura. You can make it as big or as small as you want to. But I think it's neat when it's a little bigger. There we go. And now you can kind of decorate it like you want to. I'm gonna take my 05 here, because in the step out they actually made a line here in the middle of that. So I'm just gonna do that. Am I running out of ink in all of my pens right now? It feels like it. And then they're kind of going from the middle to that line as well, with a few lines. You don't have to do it, and if you make it really, really big, you could actually use the space for another tangle if you want to. I see a lot of interesting possibilities with this pattern here. So I'm just going from that S curve here and down to the center. Just to do it as they have on the side for the step out. And that is all there is for this pattern. Let me take my gold jelly roll. This is actually a yellow metallic, but it is looking really, really gold when you look at it. And I'm just gonna go in my orbs here and placing a dot of that gold color. To make it a little more interesting. And because I have a lot of room here, I'm just gonna make my little trick with the 3 dots here for filling out the space that we didn't use. And a few of my single dots. And there it is, a very tiny version of that pattern. I am going, because it's so small I can't do much, but I'm going in with my white charcoal here in the beginning of these swirlies here, and I'm just softening that out a tiny bit so my center is a little more highlighted here. And that's it. I think that's it for this pattern. It's very tiny. I hope you understood that one as well. Otherwise you will have to tell me and I will try it out on a bigger piece of paper. But that was that was the pattern for today. It was this pattern and I really like it, and I might have to try it out bigger anyway, so we will see. Anyway, that's it for today. Thank you for watching. Have an attitude of gratitude.